You are listening to Musik's Behind the Musos.
Hey, I'm Alvin. I'm also known as Big Al. I'm based in Sunnybank, Queensland, and this is my song "Gotta Go" featuring Mix.
I ain't got no time, I gotta go. Got these hoes talking, but they choke. I be stacking all my papers on my own. Yeah, they told me I won't make it, but I'm on my own. I gotta go.
Hey guys, welcome back to Behind the Muso. I am your host, Josh, and I'm joined by Will, my co-host, and Alvin. Welcome, Al. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. You guys?
That's good. Yeah, I'm great. Thank you.
Good to have you on.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so today we're talking about your song "Gotta Go." How have you felt since its release?
Well, it currently hasn't been released, actually.
Oh no, it actually released last
it
Saturday.
has?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's out with the EP, right?
Thanks, Josh.
Yeah. So the whole EP's out. But "Gotta Go." That's probably like my favorite, one of my favorite tracks with Mix. And yeah, like I don't know, for me it just hits different because there's a lot of people talk a lot of stuff behind the scenes, and this is kind of me and Mix firing a shot back towards our haters, and yeah.
Awesome.
Good stuff. We love that deeper meaning behind the music and having something driving it, something
Yeah.
to really fuel the music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. How do you feel your music has progressed since your first release? Obviously, you just released.
Um,
you just released Kaleidoscope. So, how do you feel your music has progressed since then?
Fire up. Probably from Statement. Oh, damn. Like, I've seen big progression. I've opened up a lot of, new doors, like, especially like, trying new types of rap. So like, I think like Wait For Me was like more of like a Afro type beat. And then like venturing out to like Lovey Dovey and a little bit of like Heartbroken and storytelling. So like, and plus I've worked a lot more on my delivery and my timing on my music. So everyone's seen the progression and everyone loves where I'm heading. So yeah, I just can't wait until I show them what else I have. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Gotta Go is definitely my favorite track off your EP. So I'm also loving the direction that you're going towards. What is your favorite part about the creative process? Is it the writing, the mixing, hearing the final product?
I think the creative process is really fun because like, so pretty much for the whole EP there was, so me and Mix were writing inside the studio and outside of the studio, and it made it better because the whole team gets involved. So like, if I get stuck on my wording, then like one of uh my brother, sometimes he came through and he would help me with my wording, and then he would like literally like nail me and make sure that I practice on my delivery or the way I sound, like changing the tone of my voice to fit the song. And then especially with Mix, like Gotta Go is like her first time rapping. So it was me, my brother, and Braden J, our producer. We were just all trying to make sure that, she's confident, she's got a good singing voice, she's got a mad voice. And, we're saying like, if you're confident in singing, then you should be confident in being able to rap. And one thing I always say to her is like, I want you to be like A Girl, because, A Girl's got that unique tone, that unique sound. And, look at A Girl. A Girl's like popping off, and yeah, I just want her to be exactly the same, but her own self.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Absolutely. And it's so nice to hear that you're along on the journey with these other artists that you've collaborated with as well. That's so
yeah.
good. So, as part of the creative process, what obstacles have you faced and how did you overcome them and learn from them?
Um, some obstacles is like, obviously sometimes obviously outside of the studio, I still write music. So sometimes like overriding. And so pretty much the way that I've cut it down is like every single day I try to make sure that, I either write a hook or write a hook and a verse or just come up with a verse and then just go from there. And then pretty much when I'm in the studio, it's either I work on that or I work on something else. And yeah, so I just try to make sure that I don't overload myself with too much. And yeah.
Yeah, of
Sounds
course.
good.
Yeah. Writing a verse and writing a chorus, it's very, it gets the creative juices flowing. Even do you find it helps with writer's block and stuff, just trying to write something like a little bit each time, or?
If I get writer's block, I just go out. I go outside of the house and like, go to a lookout and just like, freshen up the mind, or, I just listen to, artists that, either drop their new stuff and just listen to their stuff to get inspiration. And yeah, I go from there. I pretty much just try to make sure I don't get writer's block. So I can just keep on going and running with it. So yeah.
Mm, absolutely. It's so good to hear that you have that mechanism of being able to deal with it so that you don't let the writer's
Yeah.
block kind of just derail the whole
Yeah.
process. We hear about people who'll sit there on the chair and just try and persevere and throw a ball at the wall and just catch it again and sit there for hours because it can be it can be a bit rough, can't it?
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes just sitting there, you might be able to figure something out, but a common theme definitely is going out, just getting out of this area, experience something new, just take in the scenery, because
Get your mind
sometimes,
off it.
yeah, exactly. You can just get in your own head, really. So, yeah, it's good that you've got your own procedure on how to overcome that. So that's great.
Absolutely. So, what direction do you intend to take with your music into the future? Are there any new sounds or instruments or genres that you like to experiment with, or are you happy with what you've got at the moment?
Um, um, I'm quite happy where I'm heading now. But I'm just trying. So there is one project where I'm trying to make a lovey-dovey song, but without the sexual side of things. But on top of that, I've got some big major collaborations coming up. So one of them is with a guy from Sydney and a guy from Melbourne. So that one's actually nearly finished. So we're like planning all that out. Then I've got, other local artists that I'm trying to get on board. And then, yeah, because this year I just want to focus on like collaborations and trying to get like network more. And yeah.
Of course. Yeah, sounds good. So what is some goals that you want to achieve by the end of 2022?
2022, I want to try to start doing some more shows. So last Friday, Mix and I actually had our first show,
Oh, awesome. Congratulations.
and it went well.
So good to
Everyone
hear.
loved the 3 songs we performed. So we actually performed all 3 songs from the EP. But yeah, I want to try to do more shows, get out there more. That's just my main goal for this year. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, that sounds good. So was that at the launch of your EP?
Pardon?
Was that when you launched the EP, or was it like a couple of days after? Like, when was that?
Oh yeah, so it was pretty much like, we started performing at 10:30 at night, and the EP dropped at midnight.
Perfect. Awesome.
Yeah, it was cool because the owner of the club invited us to go perform. So yeah, I was just like, yep, let's go do it. And then he pretty much just said, oh, you guys can perform 3 songs. So we picked 3 songs, and then it was funny because afterwards people were hoping that we would still perform more. And
That's great.
It's always good to leave them wanting more.
Exactly.
And
Then you can say, go check out my Spotify.
yeah, I was like, oh, you can listen to my music, but you have to talk to your boss if you want me to keep on performing. Like, yeah. So it was good. It was a good first time. I was really nervous, but as soon as I jumped on, I just went with it. And yeah.
Well, congratulations on your first show. That is absolutely massive. So hopefully we'll see you around the traps a bit more frequently in 2022 then. That would be amazing. So Al, to wrap us off, where can people find you on your Spotify, your YouTube maybe, whatever it might be? How can people stay up to date with future releases?
Well, if they follow my Instagram, Big Al 4K, and then that's how majority of the people stay updated. Pretty much I just try to stay, active on Instagram, and pretty much the link in my bio goes to my Spotify, my YouTube, where you can see, the video clips and everything. So yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode. We hope you enjoyed it. Follow us on your favourite podcasting platform to never miss another episode. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at music.app for all the latest updates and constant music recommendations. Be sure to head over to our website musicdiscovery.com to find our track of the week, curated playlist, blogs, and so much more.